Hello students, in nanotechnology today I am going to discuss about the sizes or classification of nanomaterials. Before going to the classification, first we will see about the definition of the nanomaterials. These are the materials having the structural components with at least one of the dimension is less than 100 nanometers. Otherwise, at least one of the dimension is within the nanoscale. First we will see the what is mean by dimension, what is mean by nanoscale. First we will draw the structure of the nanomaterial. This is the structure of the nanomaterial. Dimensions are nothing but length, width and height. For every nanomaterial there will be a 3 dimensions that are length, width and height. In the definition what we said, at least any one of the dimensions should be within the nanoscale, otherwise at least one dimension should be less than 100 nanometers. These are all called dimensions. Next we will see the what is mean by nanoscale. Nanoscale is nothing but, already you know, it is ranges from 1 to 100 nanometer. Next we will see the classification of nanomaterials. Classification of nanomaterials are categorized based on two things. But first one is based on dimensions. Second one is based on composition. Classification of nanomaterials are classified based on two categories. First one is dimension, second one is composition. First we will see the based on dimension. Based on dimensions, nanomaterials are classified again 4 types, that are 0-dimensional nanomaterials, 1-dimensional nanomaterials, 2-dimensional nanomaterials and 3-dimensional nanomaterials. Based on dimensions, nanomaterials are classified as 4 types: 0-dimensional, 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional nanomaterial. For easy understanding, we will draw a table for the nanomaterials classification based on dimensions. The first one is types. Second one is within the nanoscale, or otherwise less than 100 nanometer. Next, outside the nanoscale or larger than 100 nanometer. Next it was examples. In that we will see about the first one, that is 0-dimensional nanomaterials. 0-dimensional nanomaterials are nothing but these are the materials having all the 3 dimensions are within the nanoscale. All the 3 dimensions are within the nanoscale and no dimensions are larger than 100 nanometers. All the 3 is within the nanoscale and no dimension should be outside the nanoscale or larger than 100 nanometer. Here all the 3 dimensions are within the nanoscale and no dimensions are outside of the nanoscale or larger than 100 nanometers. Examples for 0-dimensional nanomaterials are quantum dots, nanodots, and fullerenes. These are quantum dots, nanodots and fullerenes. Next, this is about the 0-dimensional nanomaterials. 0-dimensional nanomaterials, these are the materials, all the 3 dimensions are within the nanoscale or less than 100 nanometers and no dimension should be outside of the nanoscale or larger than 100 nanometers. Examples of 0-dimensional nanomaterials are quantum dots, nanodots and fullerenes. Next we will see about the one-dimensional nanomaterials. One-dimensional nanomaterials are, these are the materials having one dimension is outside of the nanoscale and other two dimensions are within the nanoscale. One dimensions are nothing but, first we will say like that, one dimension nanometers are two dimensions are within the nanoscale or less than 100 nanometers, and one dimension should be outside of the nanoscale or larger than 100 nanometers. Two dimensions are within the nanoscale and one dimension should be outside of the nanoscale. Any dimension, either height will be outside of the nanoscale, either width will be outside of the nanoscale, either length will be the outside of the nanoscale. Two dimensions are within the nanoscale and one dimension will be outside of the nanoscale. Examples of these one dimensional nanomaterials are nanowires, nanorods, nanotubes. Next we move on to the two-dimensional nanomaterials. Two-dimensional nanomaterials are nothing but, here one dimension is within the nanoscale and two dimensions are outside of the nanoscale. One dimension will be within the nanoscale or less than 100 nanometers and two dimensions should be outside of the nanoscale, otherwise larger than 100 nanometers. The examples of these materials are nanofilms, nanolayers and nanoplates. Next we move on to the next type, that is three-dimensional nanomaterials. Three-dimensional nanomaterials are nothing but, these materials are not confined to the nanoscale. Why? Because all the three dimensions are outside of the nanoscale. All the three dimensions should be outside of the nanoscale. Examples of these materials are graphite, diamond, bulk products or bulk powders, bundles of nanowires. This is the classification based on the dimensions. Here we discussed classification of nanomaterials based on dimension. Based on dimensions, again they are categorized into 4 types: 0-dimensional, 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional. Again we seen what is mean by these types, and we also studied about the examples of these types. Next, in the next video I will discuss about the classification of nanomaterials based on composition. Already I gave the material regarding this topic. Go through that material. If you have any doubts, let me know. Thank you so much.